Alan is here. Welcome all of you. Please, I just want to thank you all for coming out. This is the first year that I participated in Art Night, and I'm so excited, and I've worked really hard, and I'm just excited. I wanted to let you know that I partnered with Jerry, who is a part of Classical Notes, and she's there. And we also have a storyteller in the back, Angie Sims, who's also a colleague of mine that I went to college with, and now is a reading specialist for LA Unified School District. So she's our storyteller in the back. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and thank you. And Doris wanted to share something with you.
Yes, indeed. Alkebu-lan is on the move. What did I say?
You're on the move.
We're on the move.
Where you going?
Who asked that question? Now, the reason why I say that is because tomorrow we're having our grand reopening. Let me hear you say that.
Grand reopening.
All right, so we're going to tell you what we are doing grand and how we're going to hold it.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do. But June the 6th through July 15th, we're going to have our summer camp. Now you are talking about exciting. What did I say?
Exciting.
What did I say?
Exciting.
There's going to be so much going on here from 8 to 4. I can't hardly even get myself together. We are going to have theater, digital recording. We're going to have African American history. We're going to have singing. We're going to have karate. We're going to have dance, drumming. Oh. It's going to be so exciting. Your kids are going to, when you come to pick them up, they're going to say, go on, keep going, keep going.
Hi, this is Alan Shea with Our Society Show, and we are here in Pasadena at Alkebu-lan at Art Night, and we're opening up with two incredible people. One is an artiste herself. So why don't you look in that camera and let the viewers know your name.
Peyton.
And why don't you tell them your age?
6.
And why don't you tell them your... 7, okay. And why don't you tell them what your artist piece that you're going to share with us today?
A tree.
A tree? So show it to the viewers so they can see it.
I think it might be, look at it. There you go.
So why don't you give the viewers a description of how did you create this tree?
I just saw something I wanted my tree to be kind of like that, but I wasn't able to get it the way I really wanted it to be, so then I did that.
What did you do? What are those on there?
So describe what that is. How did you creatively come up with those items that's attached? So tell the viewers what those items are that's attached to your picture.
Buttons.
And are they all different sizes?
Yes.
And all different colors?
Not really.
Not really? Okay. So what were you thinking to do when you kind of have the same colors? Are you thinking of the fall trees when the tree limbs turn brown?
I was thinking about snow.
Thinking about what?
Snow.
Snow. Okay. Well, that's kind of magic.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. So, do you find yourself being a creative young person? Okay. So why don't you look in the camera and tell the viewers what tonight is all about and how much did you learn tonight by looking at other people's work?
It is about artwork that many people have made.
And what kind of people came out to show their kind of work? What do they call it?
African?
No, that's a good one. But how about African artists? What about that?
African artist.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to look back on this in 20 years from now, and guess what we're going to consider you? An African artist, because that is going to be in the history of Pasadena. Happy to have with us tonight Councilman Hampton, who actually is in his district right now celebrating Art Night here 2022. And why don't you share with the viewers really what does the night mean for Pasadena, first of all?
Well, first of all, this means a lot for Pasadena because Pasadena is a city with lots of different cultures, lots of different artists, and just beautiful people that are doing and showing and displaying their work. We have so many organizations, so many nonprofits in the city that do such great work, and this is just a really good night to showcase some of what Pasadena has to offer as well as its residents.
So let's go a little bit deeper. What does this mean for historic purposes for Alkebu-lan, creating the attention that it has tonight, and it has a good turnout?
So my first comments were about Art Night as a whole, but tonight is really a celebration of Alkebu-lan. This has been some years in the making. This is the first ever showcase of artwork partnered with Art Night for the city of Pasadena at the Alkebu-lan Center. So I am extremely excited to be here. We have been working on getting more and more locations within my district, but within our community, right? Where our neighbors and everybody can get out and see what our community is able to produce when it comes to artwork within our community. So we have a local community artist that is displaying his work here at the Alkebu-lan Center. But the Alkebu-lan Center does some fantastic work all the time.
Why don't you share with the viewers really the impact that this can have in raising awareness of the versatility and the full usage of Alkebu-lan as it establishes here in the Northwest?
Well, Alkebu-lan has a deep-rooted history, right? They've had a boys choir. There was a couple of years that they were dormant for some time. And this is a rekindling of that flame, and it shows that our community is once again extremely strong. As you hear the drummers in the background, which I assume this mic is picking that up, is extremely excited about the opportunity of rekindling that flame with the Alkebu-lan Center. And Ms. Diane Lewis and her whole entire team and the board are doing fantastic work. I am just happy to be a small part of making sure that this happens and also shows a great showcase of what our community once again has to offer.
And last but not least, before we let you get back in there and entertain all the guests and folks with your artwork, why don't you share with them what the hopes are with you leading the way in the Northwest as far as really getting youth involved with programs here in the Northwest coming out of Alkebu-lan?
You know, so if you hear me call this the heart of the city of Pasadena, it's because I mean that. I love each and every one of the people that live here. So I don't normally use the term Northwest, but this is geographically Northwest region of Pasadena, but I consider it the heart. Without the heart, you don't have any blood, you don't pump, and this is where everything starts. And so our young people need to understand that. Our young people need to understand what their opportunities are and the access to those opportunities. And as a city council member, I'm going to open up every door that I possibly can for our young people so that they know what their capabilities are. This is America, and you know, there are some things, right, that have happened to us and our people in America, but at the end of the day, there's no other country that I would want to live in. And for our young people, anything is possible as long as we are able to engage and be present in wherever we're doing. Anything is possible. I mean, when you think, me just being in this position, I would have never dreamed as a kid who played tennis at La Pintoresca Park that I would be the vice mayor of the city of Pasadena or city council member of the city of Pasadena on an airport commission, etc. I mean, you know, I had no idea that I would be in this position, but it was because I had so many patriarchs that were behind me that showed me different types of access and gave me access and opportunity, and that's what I want to do for all of our young people. So for those that are watching, I want you to know this from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of you, and if there's ever any way I could be of service to you, my phone number is extremely easy to remember. It is 744-4444, and I just want you to know that I'll answer the call, and I'm here for you, and I want to open up those doors for our young people, because at the end of the day, when people say, oh, what do you do this for? You know, everybody does something for a selfish reasoning, right? And I'll tell you this, be honest, right? We all are selfish, right? Selfish reasoning, these young people are going to be my doctor one day, so I want you to remember that if I take care of you, you're going to take care of me, right? Right?
And I think that's a good note to end on, but I will share with the viewers that Councilman Hampton is actually a vision that your father had really seeded long time ago. And I say this because his father actually mentored me before you were even born. So, you know, it's beautiful to see that you picked up the baton and carried it forward. And then he's opened up the door for me to participate, because I've been under your steward as a city council person in this district, as a commissioner for this district for 12 years.
A long time.
Yeah, so, you know,
good work for a really long time.
well, thank you. And then just holding down this type of leadership for the area, so that other young people can see the commitment, consistency, and the passion that goes into making sure our community opens up a door for everyone that has an interest to make it a better place.
And that's exactly that. And you know, as you mentioned, my father, and I was saying our matriarchs, I'm just thinking about all of the people that played a part of that role. Of course, my father played a big role, not only in my life, but in the lives of others. As Mr. Shea had mentioned, you know, my father was instrumental in his life as well. So just very blessed to be here, and I just want to be able to share some of those life lessons that all of those collectively, and especially my father, has instilled in me. So like I said, I love each and every one of you. I know that one day you're going to be my doctor, you're going to be my city council member, you are going to be my governor, and I want to take care of you now so that you take care of me when I can't take care of myself. God bless each and every one of you.
And with that being said, this is Alan Shea signing off for tonight from Alkebu-lan. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And on and rolling. Anytime you're ready to roll.
We are here with probably one of the most knowledgeable, incredible women in our area, not just Pasadena, but in greater Los Angeles. I mean, you're so involved, and you know, it excites me because you've been a part of my life for a long time. In fact, this is actually my second mom for those of you who don't know Miss Betty Ford. And why don't you share with the folks how important is tonight?
This night is so very important because I've been knowing my friend who started this place a long time ago. It started with Bercy Mae Richardson and the boys' choir. Bercy Mae had the boys' choir, Alkebu-lan boys' choir. Bercy Mae, what was the gentleman's name? Can't think his name. And DeMarie Battleman, so they started. In fact, the guy's name is, what is his name that started by Alkebu-lan?
I can't think.
Emerson Terry. So I had to go back in my mind and come Emerson Terry. And they started this in the year 1990. That's when Alkebu-lan started. I said DeMarie Battle, Emerson Terry, and Bercy Mae Richardson. And so I came in to start the boys' choir with Bercy Mae. Alkebu-lan boys' choir. We traveled to 16 states and traveled abroad to Vienna. We were there 4 days. We entertained 4 days in Vienna. Went to the graveside of all the musicians. We were all musicians. We were singing and traveling, and we saw Beethoven statue there. Beethoven, so all the kids.
Well, we're here with the director of tonight's event, and the reason why tonight is so special is because Alkebu-lan is really kicking off a whole new, exciting, let's call it a journey.
singing
how important Alkebu-lan is to the community, especially after COVID. You know, it could really open the eyes to people about community involvement, programming, and certainly the commitment to the community. So why don't you share with them, this is Miss Diane Lewis, who's the director, really how special is tonight?
Well, I'm really excited about tonight. This is the first year that Alkebu-lan Cultural Center has been able to become a part of Pasadena Art Night. We've been doing art for the past, I'd say, 7 years since I became executive director here. And I'm just excited to have been voted in and elected to be a part of such a wonderful thing. I think it's so important that we bring all the cultures in Pasadena together. And we have to work together as one. There are so many of us here. There's no one that's better than any other. It's important that people learn about who we are as African Americans, but that we also need to learn about who other people are and what their culture is about as well. I'm excited that this year we were able to launch two amazing artists, Charles Bibbs and Maurice Howard, who are African American artists who are known in our community, and I think it's important that we educate our children, all children, about various arts and culture.
So with that being said, you've got a lot out there. But I think one of the things that can really have some added value to the community and certainly to Alkebu-lan, why don't you share with the viewers how can they contribute to Alkebu-lan by donating, by funding, the website? Let them know, because I'm sure we got a few viewers out there that might want to be some contributors there.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? We're an open book. If you want to come in and join us, we are looking for volunteers. We are taking donations. We will be having a summer camp for children, which will be from 8 to 4 for 6 weeks. Our primary focus is to educate our African American children about their African heritage, about where they're from, so that they will know that they are kings and queens. If you are interested in helping us, please feel free to go on our website, which is www.acc@gmail.com, and you may make a donation right on the website if you wish. But if you want to volunteer, come down, fill out the paperwork, and I will be more than happy to have you come and be a part of the work that we're doing here. There's so much to do in this community for our children. And I think my biggest concern right now is what is going on with our Pasadena police and our children. And I want to say that our children cannot fear Pasadena police. And right now, that's real important and crucial to me, because I want them to know that police are here to protect and serve. And I think that we're having some issues with that. So I'd like for this center to be a place that helps to bring children and police officers together so that they can build a positive relationship and grow. So that's what I have to say about that.
And before we let you go, I think you've touched on a lot of things, and more than anything, what I'd like for you to share with the viewers is give them a little bit of history as to where the name Alkebu-lan comes from, what it stands for in the community, and why should that be a key awareness that viewers understand about Alkebu-lan in its name.
Okay, you can research the word Alkebu-lan you can go on the website and Google it. It means Africa. It means blackness. It is who we are as a people. And the thing about it that is so important is that our children and our young adults need to know what their value is. And I think that's what Alkebu-lan stands for. And what we want to do is to educate them a lot more than what they're getting in school, because I think they're missing pieces of it. So I think it's crucial that we take the time to educate our children about who they are and where they're from. But I also think it's important that Pasadena is educated about us as African American people and know and try to understand our culture and who we are as African Americans. Thank you very much, and thank you both for coming.
Here with one of Pasadena's finest, a business owner, a very established mover and shaker, and he's also been an inspiration to make sure I stay in that proper line in business. So I'm gonna let you share with the viewers, what does tonight mean to get everybody out here at Art Night? Share with them, look at that camera and share with them what that means to you.
Well, this is fantastic. I really appreciate being here. I gotta say, I've been involved with Alkebu-lan since 1993. I'm the architect that changed this building from a fire station into what it is today, and I'm just so proud to see that it's still functioning the way it was supposed to. Everything is in order, in very good condition. Now there are some upgrades that needs to be done, and they will be done, but I'm just proud to see this event happening. It's really going well.
And why don't you share with them, how do you feel about the city of Pasadena actually permitting Alkebu-lan to participate in our night for the first time tonight and showcase some of, what you've done in the community, really as the heart of the Northwest community?
Quite frankly, I didn't realize this was the first time. This is such a well-attended event. It looks like it's been an established event the whole time. So, I mean, you've got quite a few people here, maybe even 100. And it's really going well. I really like the artwork that's being displayed, the music, and just the atmosphere. It's very good. Glad to be here.
And last but not least, before we let you go, I want you to look in that camera and give a big shout out to the folks to come and support Alkebu-lan, and give them your handle as far as if you want them to come and bring you some business.
Hey everybody, come on out here tonight to Alkebu-lan Culture Center. This is a great event. We'd love to see you here. Thanks a lot.
Well, we're here with someone who's very special to me because she brings forth the artistic world as well as the physical world. I've known her for about 12 years or more, and she makes sure that we stay fit, we keep our health intact, and we stay very grounded with the community.
Exactly.
Is that a good way to?
You said it all.
Okay, so why don't you share with the viewers how special tonight is, and really what does tonight mean to the community here at Alkebu-lan?
Well, at Alkebu-lan, I think it's beautiful for the community to get out and see themselves in a light of the total artistic community here in Pasadena, and I think we are superlative in what we're presenting, and I think that's a wonderful thing. We all need that uplift, and this gives it. And thank you very much.
And before we let you go, why don't you share with the viewers how important it is for Pasadena to allow Alkebu-lan to be a part of Art Night, because this is the first time that they participated.
Yes, your debut
participation,
I think it's very important because it gives the international diversity, inclusivity, all that there stuff to the actual Art Night. Because Art Night, initially, in years gone by, was kind of focused around Old Town, stuff like that. And we need to move out into the community, like you guys.
Well, definitely. Well, I just wanted to stop you and to say thank you and to say how much we appreciate you coming through here tonight.
It's been beautiful.
Whenever I come around you, I'm always running into you at plays or something that's in the arts, and I'm glad that you're here tonight to show people how did this thing evolve to where it's been sustainable.
Well, I know Alkebu-lan going back to Versi Mae Richardson. So she was a gym for many, many years. I loved the boys choir that she had. She was a stalwart of Pasadena. So I wasn't on the board or anything, but I trumpeted her for many, many years when I was on the Pasadena Arts and Culture Commission, and then later on, before that, for the Pasadena Arts Council. So I'm so happy that Diane has taken the ball and is taking it down the field, and it's going to be tremendous because that's who she is. and I'm here to help her do that with
Well,
my organization, Classical Notes.
And you've been very instrumental in that. And so why don't you share with the viewers, really, what does tonight make you feel like, considering this is the first time that the city of Pasadena has included Alkebu-lan, and with the turnout we've had tonight?
Well, first of all, as someone who was on the Arts and Culture Commission for 8 years, it makes me very happy that the city has recognized Alkebu-lan and that this artwork, and they know that this is the African American center of Pasadena. So I'm very pleased about that. I think that the city fathers, mothers who are here tonight, and a lot of the community, we see that it has arrived. It's back. It's back, and I'm very happy about that. And I'm happy to be a part of it too.
And we're so glad that she was able to give us some of this time, because we want to make sure your history is a part of Pasadena history, as well as a stakeholder to make sure that Alkebu-lan's history is preserved. So we want to thank you.
And thank you very much. And I'm very happy to turn over to the artist that I had, this tremendous master percussionist who performed this evening, Manyango Jackson. And he's going to speak, and it was so important to have percussion here because this is a part of who we are. And so you saw the movement, and I'm so pleased. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Manyango Jackson.
Really, what did you think about tonight's turnout here with all the folks that came through?
I think it was great, but first I'd like to thank Jerry Price for having us here. She's been so wonderful and turning us on to some really hit things. I had no idea how this was going to be, but I thought it was great. I thought it was smooth. A lot of people came out, some great artists here, great paintings, and I just wanted to play some music for the people that was here. And even if 3 people danced, they loved it. I could feel all this energy, and so I just want to say thank you, Miss Jerry Price, and thank you to everybody here that had us here, that listened to our music. I mean, we pull out some tunes, we pull out some instruments that we don't get a chance to play on regular stages. So we pulled them out here and people dance and party. Yeah, it's the Catholic. What's it called?
Coming out.
Coming out. Yeah. It's and then it's just before Easter and all those kind of religious holidays.
Right. So we want to thank you again. We appreciate it, and we're glad you gave us that added value for the night.
Well, thank you very much. We had fun. We had fun. And so I'm going to say good night, and I'm going to use some rhythm that I have around my foot, around my leg, to go back to my instruments back here and pack it up. So we're going to be like, good night.
And folks, this has been a great night, and that's been Alan Shea. He brought a lot of stuff to us, and this is the M&M connection to the Our Society show, and we appreciate you for watching this show. We're going to keep bringing you things of importance here in Pasadena.
And just to let you folks know that because of Uncle Bubba here making a real commitment to keep community alive and informed from the real world to the television world. Thank you so much, Mr. Odom Denham, and hopefully all you viewers can appreciate the commitment and passion that this gentleman has here. So
that's because we love Pasadena.